welcome Jim Clemente to the show. Jim, if you could just give a brief synopsis of who you are.
I'm a retired New York City prosecutor, retired FBI profiler. I am an expert witness in the area of child sexual victimization and sex crimes and violent crimes, serial rape, serial homicides. I am a writer and producer, and author as well.
The thing that I hear all the time with the sort of detractors when it comes to Wade Robson and James Safechuck is the fact that they keep on mentioning that there was a 10 to 13 year investigation by the FBI.
That's not true.
Other research that I have done has shown that the FBI aided in investigations in both the 93 and 2005 case, but did not conduct an investigation for 10 to 13 years. Is that correct? Does that sound correct to you?
It is absolutely not true that there was a 10 to 13 year investigation against Michael Jackson. The FBI was requested to assist in the investigations in 93 and 2005. It was 2003 actually. And they did some, like the behavioral analysis unit where I was, actually assisted in helping talk to the victims and develop a prosecutive strategy and so forth. And I was going to provide expert testimony in the trial in 2004, 2005, but ended up getting cancer and having to have a bone marrow transplant. So I was out for 6 months during that time. But the fact is that they only assisted. They didn't do a comprehensive investigation of him. However, there were talks with these victims. FBI agents did interview them and did plan on bringing a federal case against Michael Jackson. However, the statute of limitations ran on that case, and so they were not able to bring a federal case against him. So to say that the FBI did a 10-year, 13-year investigation and found nothing is not true at all. We found Arvizo, we found Jordy Chandler, incredibly truthful, and they were reliable witnesses. They never met each other. They never spoke to each other. They never knew what each other went through, and they told stories that were incredibly parallel, to the point of drawing pictures of his erect penis and the color patches on it and so forth. And there is no question that they would have made a federal case against Michael Jackson. But again, the statute of limitations ran on Jordy Chandler's case, and we were unable to bring a federal case against him. And given the disaster that was the Arvizo trial, and not blaming James or Wade, but had they been in a position where they could have spoken out in 2004 or 2005, instead of Wade testifying for Michael Jackson, if he had understood what the situation was and understood how powerful his testimony would have been, we would have had a major difference in this trial. And that, first of all, I believe Michael Jackson would be alive today, and I believe Michael Jackson would be in jail today if they had been able to testify at that point. The fact that they're able to come out now, that's great. I'm glad that they're working towards, recovery, because they're good people, and they had a lot of pain foisted on them, and just incredibly bad things foisted upon them still to this day, because they now have spoken out.